So I was talking to an advisor earlier today who is trying to grow his RIA. He's in a hybrid model and he's got several employees underneath him. And they were doing an interesting maneuver where they were doing profit shares to some of these employees through the mechanism of K1. So they were giving them like an equity style profit share distribution. And a point that I brought up to him was, you could do this without having to put it on the tax return, right? If you had something that was just an incentive comp bonus program, and just at the end of the year, we calculate what the firm profit is, and then we do a bonus distribution to the employees based on how they participate in the plan, and then you add it into their W 2. This way, it doesn't add the complication of having to bake it into the tax return, and that employee doesn't have the additional, if they're just a W 2 employee, very likely they can do TurboTax, like they don't need a tax professional a lot of the time. But once they've got a K1 in there, that's just going to add a whole world of complications, and it just makes all the filing fees more expensive versus keeping it internal and not baking it into equity, not baking it into the tax returns. So it's just something to think about, especially if those employees are a lot of times with profit sharing or equity sharing or things like that. It comes down a lot more to the relationship with the employee and that employee's expectation around what you're building together. And often I will see advisors try to throw equity at people where in reality, them having a stronger mission vision and them having a stronger, this is how we're working together, and I will do a discretionary profit share to you, but I'm not going to offer you equity unless like you really are partner level, like earning the equity. I think that can be a much more efficient way to get the same thing done and doesn't create any hard feelings on the employee's part.